Here comes the offense on first down. Handoff from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Commodores offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders, these guys.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a sixth sense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He makes a catch. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air, it's Raiola. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
It's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollock.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
And the balls are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Lewis. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Trying to pound it in. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Lewis. Oh, the quick spin move. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab. Knocked down for the tackle.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on third down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were first and second down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll run play action. Right down the middle. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A third down try for the offense. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the air. It's Dickey. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. It is good! And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. He'll bring it out. It's Thorne. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Vols will hustle to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Still looking, on the move. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Sampson. Bounced off his feet. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that what script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Brad.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now on first down from the 40. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Sticky. He's got the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts...
Going for it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Now the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Matthews. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A first down for the offense. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has him back and heading out to go on the attack. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution, and that field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Dillon.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Commodores in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Dickey. Setting up the screen. Just buried it. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Commodores are on the move. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Dumps it to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Back to pass. It's Dickey. Trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, you could tell the timing wasn't great and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown ball! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Tennessee.
kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Find space on the right. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now on second down. Back to the air one more time. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Vols will punt this one away. And the returner will be knocked down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Commodores want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Wants to throw. It's Dickey.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This offense is high-octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. One final play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. They'll try it over the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard.
To the 34.
And that's where the offense will set up shop. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Can't get him to the ground. Another broken tackle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving.
Look at that toughness, just running through every... And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Dickey. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Still on his feet at the 45. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He'll set up to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The give and the run on fourth down. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He wants to take the top off. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Going the other way, and he's got room. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. After the first down completion, it's second and short.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They move the tight end all over. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit. Now, let's go make...
Touchdown, Commodores! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now, what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Touchdown, Volunteers! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses